Talking about failure and success is very simple and easy for me because I just don't believe in failure. It's very simple. Like, there is no such word. It doesn't exist. There's only a failure to try. And when you try something and you don't succeed, you just ask yourself the question, what did I learn from that? How can I use that as a building block to be able to remove one that wasn't successful, replace it with another one, slip that in, and then try again, and keep on building on that until your building blocks and your pyramid to your end goal is successful. There have been times in my life where I've set out to achieve something and haven't achieved it the first time around, or the second time around, or the third time around. But that's why I never believe that I've ever failed, because I'll just keep on doing it until I get the result that I need. And that's really simple. There have been multiple times. The Guinness World, the 24-hour record, I think I did 4 times. I thought I might die a couple of times, but I'm pretty good at catching myself before I die, hence the reason why I'm still here. 24-hour record the first time around was a bit of a disaster. 24-hour stand-up paddleboard world record. So going 24 hours non-stop in the open ocean with a support boat, but wasn't allowed to touch the support boat. They can give you food or nutrition and throw it into the water, but you 24 hours non-stop open ocean. After doing the 12-hour world record, I thought that I was going to be quite, I won't say easy, I'll never say easy for these kind of things. I thought it was going to be less challenging than it was to do the 24 hours after doing the 12-hour record, but to try and find the right conditions, the safe conditions over a 24-hour period is completely different to a 12-hour world record. And that's why a lot of the things, like in life and like in business, just because like one recipe works, if you duplicate it, doesn't mean it's going to be successful if you just duplicate it to have the result that you want either. Everything, all your characteristics change, all the elements that go into it change, and you have to adapt around that and create different solutions because it's a totally different animal. Every business is a different animal. Every record you go for is a different animal. So what we did was, I tried to do it the first time around, couldn't get the conditions. We decided we would move the project to start in a different location, different weather window, different support boat, different setup on how we pulled the trigger on starting with the weather window. Second time around, the weather changed completely wrong, became worst case scenario. The sea state went to like 5 meters, wind changed to the opposite direction across through the night, and our support vessel, which was a 60-foot fishing boat, almost capsized. I got hypothermia. Thank goodness we pulled the plug at about 3 o'clock in the morning. Thought about like the 2 different times that we had tried to do it off this coastline that weren't successful. Worked out we needed to find a milder version and a milder sea with a more constant environment that we could control. So instead of doing it on the Atlantic coastline, which we had tried twice, which was very, very, very far from being successful, but it wasn't unsuccessful, and we didn't fail. We just learned ways that weren't as successful as we wanted to, and we worked out that it was a lot more volatile than we thought. So we needed to change the environment completely. So we changed it not from the Atlantic side, but to the Indian Ocean side, and we moved 1,000 kilometers up the coast to Mozambique, where it was warmer, more controlled environment, milder conditions, and then we achieved the 24-hour record. So as a great example, most people would look at the first and second time that I did that I failed. I've never failed at anything in my life. I've just found different ways how not to do something and to learn from those experiences so I can apply to achieving the end result and packaging in the right way that has the result that I'm looking for. So if you keep on taking out the elements that don't work for you and replacing them with other options and other assets that will help you get to your end goal, how many times you have to do it until you get to the end result just depends on how many times you utilize the knowledge and experience that you've got that'll give you the positive result that you need, so you always succeed.